It's the 18th of October, and last night we had a frost, and it subtly reminded me that, hey, you haven't dug up your potatoes and stuff yet. So today, at long last, I'm getting my butt in gear, and we're going to dig up my potatoes and carrot and parsnip. I still have some tomato plants around that are producing, and I'm going to try to leave those as long as I can. But probably by the weekend, I'll have to dig them up. I'll have to deal with them as well. Alright, so I'm going to line up a couple of buckets here. I really don't think my potatoes are going to do very well. And I can already tell you that the carrots and parsnip are kind of lean on the ground. Okay, so I'm going to start off with carrot and parsnip. And I'm going to start on the other end of the line and work closer to you. And let's see what's here. I might have done okay on carrots. This is what I was expecting to get this quality. It's not much there. This is what I got instead. This is carrot stalks. What you do, you get a grip close to the soil and try to pull them out. Sometimes it even works. Not bad. Now this guy, this is parsnip. Again, I rip off all the stems. So when pulling them out by the stem fails, get yourself a pitchfork, dig back away from where your trench line is so that you don't hit any of your precious parsnips or any of these precious parsnips, and you lever back so that the soil all gets pushed up around the parsnip. You see them here? And you can pull up a decent looking parsnip. Checking for carrots that I missed. All of those that I broke off. It's a baby carrot. What do you think of the baby carrot? So here's one. That's a pretty good parsnip. Ooh. Oh, this is a big fella. Look at that. That's a pretty good big parsnip. That's a nice parsnip. You see? Look at that. That's huge. Alright, only a few more left. Ah, is a little guy next to a big guy. Look at the size of that. Look at the size of that guy. This is my hand. That's 6 inches, 8 inches long, easily. Finally, managed to pull one out. So that's the end of carrot and parsnip. Now I gotta work on the potatoes. That one's not gonna be quite so fun. Over here you see where the bucket is too. Most of the potato plants have already died back what there was. I'm not really expecting a lot. I'm gonna start up here. And this area, dig it up, make sure that I'm not missing anything. So the soil looks nice and nutritious, looks nice, good color. It's not too clumpy, not too heavy with clay, but I'm not seeing much in the way of potatoes. So to save video space, I'm going to pause the video here while I dig up the rest of this line of potato anyway. And towards the end of the second bed that you're currently sitting on, I'll bring you back and we'll see how I'm doing. All of this for a bucket of potatoes about 3/4 full, and most of them are marbles. Nice big floppy bucket of carrots, floppy topped. At least these are decent size. A few parsnips here in the ground along the line. Bit out of breath. There's a lot of digging over of ground in hopes of finding the big potatoes, the nice big old potatoes, and lots of them, and they're not there. This is the consequence of my inactions. I didn't weed the garden nearly well enough all year long, so my first potato bed pretty much died. There was maybe half dozen potatoes in the whole bed, so it's not it's not worth even mentioning. Second bed did a tiny bit better. The potatoes that were there were at least bigger than a marble, but not by much. I've had tomatoes bigger this year. These girls are unimpressed. So there we go. No great potato harvest this year. I got potatoes there, but you might as well say I grew seeds for next year, because there's not enough of them. There's no great size to them. So my potato garden for this year was a waste. See some nice purple flowers over there. So what does this mean for me? Not that much. I had 2 rows of potatoes here. As much as I'm making dramatic here maybe about not getting any potatoes, I did do this to myself, and it means that I'll have to buy potatoes to winter. I usually do anyway. Even on my best year when I got like 3.5 buckets of potatoes, it still didn't last that long. I still had to buy it. This is not enough ground to actually grow enough potatoes to be anything close to self-sufficient. So, it's not that big of a deal. But it is disappointing. I really would have liked to have gotten at least my record of 3.5 buckets of potatoes. Didn't get it. I'll be here next year trying again. And I hope I'll see you here cheering me on, looking to see if I got a better potato harvest next year than this year. My name is Steven. This is Harsty Light Exports, and I'll see you next time I'm down in the garden or the shop or the kitchen doing something that I figure might be of interest to you. I'll see you next time. Bye.